I said, Wealthy Risings, come on in to the assignment. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in and gather around the table. Did you hear me? I said, you might as well come on in and gather around the table. I can't even get Facebook up. I should have had Facebook up already. I hit a button. I don't know. And now I cannot figure this stuff out. You know, tomorrow is okay. How y'all doing? Come on into the assignment. How you feel this morning? How's everything going? Hopefully all is well. Everybody good. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. As you know, I am your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. But I'm also your podcast professor. And so I came in this morning to come in and just to kind of touch bases, which I miss y'all. I know I haven't been here in over a week. Well, a week. Like last week I was traveling. I went home and took care of some business and things of that nature. And at the same time, I just kind of like been out. And so I don't know what this red hue is right here on Facebook. I can't even seem to get this. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I really can't figure it out. It just got me looking all pinkish a little bit. So I don't know what to do. I don't even know what I did. I have no clue with what I did. So I guess I'm gonna have to rock with the decision that I made. You know what I'm saying? I guess I have to rock with the decision that I've made. You know what I'm saying? By hitting that button. I don't know. But I really want to get Facebook up and running. Let me just do it. I'm going with the flow. I'm going with the flow. Y'all see me looking all pink over here in Facebook family and friends. How y'all feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. Hear me? I said you can come on into the assignment. You can come on in. Let's see. I don't know. It's still looking pinkish over here on Facebook. But anyway, how y'all feel? Come on in. Gather around the table. It's all good to be here this morning. I'm thankful for being here. I'm thankful for just having the ability to sit in front of the presence, in your presence, as I feel kind of awkward based on the fact that I haven't been here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been here in a minute. And so I guess that little cliche about the fact that if you don't use your gifting or your talent, you will eventually lose it. And I guess that's what happened to me over a week worth of travel, moving around, taking care of business, and making decisions. You know what I'm saying? We all have decisions to make, you know what I'm saying, based on where we are in life. We all have decisions to be made, right? And so at the same time, I came in this morning based on the fact that what I feel like my spirit is being led to say is that survival is really not enough. And I know that the situations and the circumstances that be and that we have ourselves in, as well as I guess the powers that be have us here under stressful factors, you know what I'm saying? A state of high stress. I think that that's the ultimate goal by the powers that be that have control over the media, because whoever controls the media controls the mind of the people. And so at the same time, y'all know I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason to provoke thought and cause us to shift, because we all going to have to shift. There's a paradigm shift that has happened in the atmosphere already. There's a paradigm shift that already took place in the atmosphere through the pandemic. And so, I'm here this morning. I'm here to basically. Okay. I'm reading as I go, y'all. You know I gotta learn this TikTok stuff. Hey, what's up, TikTokers in the house? Come on into the assignment. YouTubers, what's good with you? All is well. I hope all is good with you. Come on, Facebook family and friends. Got me looking all pink over here in the atmosphere. I hit a button on my live. Now I got me looking all pink over here on the Facebook family and friends side. But it's all well and good because I still showed up. Maybe that's an assignment for somebody that hasn't, shown up because of whatever factors they might feel as though is taking precedence in their mind. And so they don't show up because they feel a certain way. They don't show up because they, they could be their own worst enemy sometimes. We all can be our own worst enemy, through our thought processes by which we process data. And so I came here this morning to tell you that survival mode is not enough. That's basically what I'm here for. To tell you that the survival mode that the powers that be, or the systems that be, or maybe the community that we live in, or the society by which we are a part of, I'm here to let you know that survival, just being in that survival mode, is not enough. It's just not enough to be in that mode. And so at the same time, I say, okay, since I know that it looks like in a spiritual aspect that we're being enclosed in. It almost looked like a dome where we're being enclosed in, right? And everybody is in the matrix doing their own thing in this dome that's closed in, right? That nobody can really break out past certain points because of the glass ceiling, if you will, that's kind of kept everybody in this, in this one little, orchestrated setting, And so at the same time, as I sat down here, I've been sitting here for about the past hour, deciding on what would I say to the mind of the people that will cause them to have the ability to shift. That we all know that eventually, as time progressed, that we have no other choice but to shift, but to make a move, but to make another gear, change gears from the gear by which has brought us to this point that it's going to start dragging in a few minutes. Anybody that drives a stick shift or anybody that drives a motorcycle know you cannot stay in first gear. That you got multiple gears that you're going to have to shift into, and it all comes through a sound. Did you hear me? I say sometimes they all come through a sound. Sometimes it's the sound by which you know it's time to shift gears. And nobody can tell you stop shifting. All I'm requiring you to do is pay attention. You heard what I said. I said all I'm requiring you to do is pay attention to the sound. Pay attention to the to the process. Pay attention. Just be cognitively aware of the sound. The sound by which you're going to have to know that it's time to shift. Yeah, there's a sound in the atmosphere. And so at the same time, I came in to tell you that this mode that we all seem to be in is just in survival mode. If you continue to feed your eye gates and your ear gates, you continue to feed your mind and your mindset, all of the things that has been, orchestrated. It has been orchestrated for you or for us to see it in the capacity by which we do. And so at the same time, we're going to have to protect ourselves somehow, shape, form, and fashion or another. We're going to have to protect our eye gates and our ear gates, because at the same time, it's not getting us to the next level. It's actually keeping us docile and worried and feared. We walk around here with a spirit of fear, false evidence appearing real. And so at the same time, I came this morning to say survival is not enough. That just to be in survival mode, maybe it's a good mode to be in, because you can't lay down out here in these streets. You got to move forward in here, some shape, fashion, or another. You got to keep moving. And so at the same time, but the mode by which we have to be in is not survival. Survival mode is not enough. Transformation is the goal. Did you hear me? I say at the same time, survival mode is just not enough, man. It's not enough by which will get us to the next realm or the new dimension or the new aura, or the new era, or the new energy, or the new frequency, or the new vibration. That survival mode is not going to get us there. I believe that it's going to actually hamper or put a damper on your progress because you're so psychologically overwhelmed by just being in survival mode that you can't even be the best version of yourself throughout creativity. As you create, as you move, as you orchestrate, and as you know what I'm saying, come into the dynamic by which the creator of all things has brought you through, transformation has to be the goal. To be transformed literally means to a thorough or a dynamic change in form and or appearance that will cause you to no longer look like yourself. It'll cause you to move outside of the shell by which your outer shell once was, and you have to come into a newness of it all. And so at the same time, through transformation, you have to what's the word? Transition. What is the word that you're going to have to do? You're going to have to do something other than just be in this mode of survival. Because survival mode is not going to be the best version of you. That will be the best version where you make all the good decisions. You know, when you're in survival mode, then you start rationalizing, you know what I'm saying, your equilibrium. Your state of mind will start being rationalized. You'll rationalize, you know, yeah, let's talk, my brother. You'll rationalize certain things that you shouldn't even have to rationalize, all because you're in survival mode. And so survival mode is not enough. We've once been there. All of us can identify that we've once been in survival mode. Like everything that we do, everything that we see, how we move throughout, how we even put gas in our car. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going ahead and throwing the whole 60, you'll probably say, I'm gonna just throw 30 this time. You know, it's survival mode. I'll spend this other 30 on something else. Wow, because the mode of survival makes you put a damper on your whole understanding. It'll lower your vibration and bring you all the way down to almost to a docile state. Survival mode. And so at the same time, I'm here to let you know that survival is not enough. That transformation has to be the goal. That we'll transform our minds and transform our thoughts and transform our energy and transform our ability and our agility. We have transformation in us because of who we are and because of what's dialed way down into our DNA. It supersedes the external. And so I came this morning to tell you that high state of stress that you're in, that crisis mode that you keep, you know what I'm saying, struggling with, you know what I'm saying, that you just, that day by day or just getting by or living day by day mentality, that survival mode of a survival of the fittest is just not the way that we're going to have to shift. That survival mode is actually going to constrain us. It's going to prevent us from becoming all that we have in us to become. And so at the same time, I'm here as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason, man. Hey, kings in the earth, I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought. Cause your mind to do the shifting. Cause your spirit to do the necessary work that's necessary in order for you to become the best version of yourself that you can become. In order for you to become that version, survival mode will not get you there. It's gonna limit your ability and your agility when you're in survival mode. And so the creator of all things say, tell them that the mode that they're in, if they're in survival mode, that's not the mode to be in. Transformation mode is the goal. Is the goal by which we have to transform and become someone different. To be having a thorough or a dramatic, change in form or appearance, or your energy or your efforts has to be transformed, cause you to move profoundly with the understanding that all is well. In spite of what it may look like, sir, in spite of what it might feel like, ma'am, I'm letting you know that you're going to have a profound understanding, a profound and a fundamental change in form or appearance, nature that is often radical and cannot be reversed. When you transform into this new person, when you put the glasses on, when you transform through the lens of understanding and comprehension, when you transform your mind into the newness of it all, knowing that survival mode kept us to this point. But that's not the mode that we have to continue in at this moment. That's not the mode by which the creator of all things is calling us to. He said, tell my children that they must transform their minds. We transform your thoughts. Make sure that all your thoughts are on the top side of the hourglass, where your wins are, where your advancements are, where your achievements lie, where your achievements reside, where the fundamental change that has to happen must reside. And so the dramatic change, a form that a person may knew you a year ago, you're not that same individual because you have transformed. Your appearance don't even look the same anymore. You know why your appearance don't look the same? Because you're transitioning from out of the cocoon as a caterpillar to that beautiful butterfly that have to go through metamorphosis in order for you to become that new individual, in order for you to become that new person, that new identity, that new entity, that new energy, the new aura, the aura by which will have to take you to the new realm and the new dimension. You cannot even take that old survival mode mentality to the new dimension. You must transform. Transformation is the goal. Transform your thoughts from the lack thoughts to the abundant thoughts. Transform your mind from, the less than mind then to the more than enough mindset. We got to transform. It's a radical change. I know you look in the mirror and you don't even know who you are anymore. Did you hear me? I say, I know that you can look in the mirror and don't even know who you are, don't even recognize the individual who you're becoming. Because transformation is the goal by which will get us to the new destination, the new frequency, the new vibration, the new aura, the new form, the new appearance, the new change, the dramatic change that's necessary in your mind first. Y'all know I am a thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought. Cause your mindset to help you shift and give birth to the newness of it all. I know. Thank y'all for the love that TikTok showed me over here on TikTok with all these red hearts. It just do my body good. It does my body well. It does my spirit good just to know that the love that they have for me on TikTok is just a beautiful space to be. So I'm here to let you know that survival mode is not enough anymore. Just being in a survival mode is not the mode by which the creator of all things has told me to tell the mind of the people. He said, tell them they must transform. That transformation is the goal. That's the ultimate goal. That will get you to your new dimension. You're going to have to transform your thoughts. Transition your understanding. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to move. And so, what's good with you, Alexis? Hope all is well with you. As we move through these fundamental changes in form, as our appearance become different, because of the transformation or the nature that is often radical is going to be a radical, dramatic change that has to happen in order for you to go to the new dimension. In order for you to break through that glass ceiling of thought that you once thought you had it all together, and the creator of all things will let it all fall apart. He'll allow situations and circumstances, financial collapses, tragedies. He will allow it. I think it's allowed. But at the same time, on the other side of it is transformation. On the other side of your pain, ma'am, is power. Ooh. On the other side of your trials and tribulations is triumphant thoughts. On the other side of your defeat is your win. On the other side of your failure is your success. But you got to transform. You ain't going to have the ability to stay the same and expect a different result. You heard what I said. You already know what that is, man. What is that to do the same thing and expect different results? What is that? Somebody in the that's listening to me, tell me what that is, to do the same thing and expect a different result. What is that? I can tell you now that that's insanity. It's insanity to believe that you can do the same thing over and over and over and over again, but expect a different result. So I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought, cause your mind to shift, cause your thoughts to transform, cause your ability and your agility to break loose past the chains, past the anchors that's holding you down, that's preventing you from moving. Whatever it is, I say whatever it is, whatever it may be somebody, it may be something, it may be your environment or your atmosphere, it may be your career or your job. Whatever it is, when you hear this message, it's going to resonate in you. It'll resonate so deep down inside of you. I want it to tap in past your tympanic membrane, past the membrane by which you can hear me at this moment, and drop way down into your heart chakra. And at the same time, understand, I say it'll drop all the way down into your heart chakra to where it'll give you a brand new transformative understanding. I ain't even here no more. I can't even be here no more. I've transformed. That survival mode is no longer that will get us to the new dimension. It's going to just stagnate your progress and prevent you from moving forward. And so the creator of all things told me to tell the mind of the people that survival is not enough. That transformation is the goal. So as you transform, and as you step out of survival mode, as you step out of the state of high stress, as you step out of crisis mode and struggling, and just having a spirit of enduring, I'm just enduring the trials and tribulations. Or I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's a survival mode mentality. I robbed Peter to pay Paul. And so at the same time, Paul ain't got it right now. Did you hear me? I say, I don't even believe that Paul has it. I don't believe that Paul even have what it takes right now in order for you to get what you need. And so survival mode is not enough. That transformation, it's going to be thorough, is the goal. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be an enduring type power that you're going to have to dramatically change in form and appearance in order to meet the new dimension, in order to go to the new plateau. I ain't seen nobody yet that able to jump from mountaintop to mountaintop. That is not even real. I believe that sometimes in this thing called life, we might have to go down through the valleys. In order to get to that new mountaintop, in order to get to that new mountain high, in order to get to the new aura, the new frequency, the new vibration, maybe you got to go low first. Maybe you got to quiet your spirit. Maybe you got to quiet your spirit so much so till you can't even talk. Even when you want to say something, you can't. Because you need to open your ears and hear. You need to open your heart and understand with your heart chakra which way the creator is leading you. You need to have your throat chakra subsided and your heart chakra open. That's what I had to do for this last week. Quiet my spirit. Quiet my being. Quiet my essence. Quiet my aura. Quiet down. Be quiet. Push away from it all. Slow down enough to hear. I say slow down enough to hear. Slow down enough to not to be distracted by the distractions. Not to be distorted by all the distractions that have us so overly whelmed. I believe that when they feed us through the eye gates and our ear gates, that they have us in survival mode because they know that's the mode that will not let us be the best version of ourselves. That survival mode mentality hamper your creative skill set. It prevents you from becoming all that you have to become. So he told me this morning to tell him that transformation is the goal. Your third eye chakra be open, aligned, and balanced. You might have to close your natural eyes, close your natural ears, close your natural mouth. Stop talking so much. Stop telling people what the mindset that you might have in order to move to your next level. Be quiet. Quiet your spirit. Quiet your inner man. Quiet yourself so much so that a person be guessing, what is he thinking? What is she thinking? Because you're quiet. So I've said a mouthful. I hope I've said enough in this session right here in order for you to feel my spirit. Understand that survival mode is not enough. It's not the mode that we have to be in at this moment. That it will prevent you from becoming. It'll prevent you from tapping into your essence. So he said to tell the mind of the people that transformation is the goal. It got to be thorough, and it might just have to be dramatic. Change in form and or appearance. As you shift, king, queens, as you shift, as you do the paradigm shift, as you go from one dimension to the next, I'm here to let you know it might be profound. It might be a fundamental change in your form and appearance that's often radical and cannot be reversed. Did you hear me? I say it's often radical and it cannot be reversed. Once you have put on the special lenses, where you would have the ability to see this world for what it really is, step outside of it all, and then look down in on it with the proper lens. And when you look down in on it, you'll see. You'll have the ability to see clearer, with more clarity, with more precision, being more precise, being more on point, on the very point by which we got to view it. And so I came, I've saw, and I've conquered anything that will hinder, stagnate, and or prevent me from being here. I've allowed a lot of things to happen. I believe that the creator of all things will allow things to happen and for you to see stuff that only your eyes understood. So it's allowed for a reason. And so I stand right now as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker, your health conscious coach, your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. Y'all see me with this lab jacket on. And so that state of high stress, that state of struggling and enduring and just saying I'm making it, I'm just getting by, or I'm living day by day, that's survival mode etiquette. That's survival mode linguistics. That's when you saying out your mouth, that's linguistics from a survival mode perspective. I'm here to let you know that it's going to have to be a drastic, dramatic, thorough transition as you transform and change into this new form and or appearance, this new energy, this new aura, this new era, this new frequencies, this new vibration. Yeah, it's a whole nother frequency. It's a whole nother frequency that has the ability to take you to your next realm, your new dimension, your new level up. So, like I said, this is ministry for the mind. And if it's going to be me to tell you, I said, if it's going to be me to tell you, it might as well be me. It might as well be Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker, that tell you this. As I'm on assignment on my own personal life, as I move through the assignment that's on my own personal life, I'm bringing y'all with me. Did you hear me? I said, I just bring y'all with me. That's it. I don't have any hidden objectives with any underlying motives. beside just bringing you with me on this life journey, through this life's curriculums. That these curriculums of life have ups and downs in them. There have ins and outs in them. There have win and losses in them. They have all of the abundance and they have lack in them. All I'm telling you to do is tap into the top side of the hourglass, where all your abundance is, where all of your creative genius is. That you are a creative genius, and you might have to tap into your creative mode to the fact that we just create all these different side hustles. Have a hustle on top, on side of a hustle, on top, on side of a hustle, on top, on side of a hustle. Have 4, 5, 6 different side hustles. We can make it happen for ourselves as we move through this process called transformation. Because survival mode is not enough. That transformation is the goal. That's the goal, y'all. Transformation. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself, not for me. Y'all ran across this live because at the same time, it was destined for you to hear me say this. So if you made it to this live this morning, when I haven't been here in a week, last week, the whole week, last week, I took my time off to be quiet and travel and take care of business. But even in the middle of me taking care of my business, my spirit is still suppressed intentionally so that I may hear, so that I may raise my head above everything that might be hindering and stagnating and preventing me from becoming the best version of myself that I can become. So I'm back, y'all. I ain't never left, y'all. Just know I ain't never leave. Just know I'm still here on my assignment. Even in the midst of my absence, I'm still thinking about y'all. I'm still praying. I'm still, actively, intentionally moving. So I thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. That a fundamental change, a profound change has to happen. It's often radical, but I can tell you this. It will not and it cannot be reversed. Once you transformed, once that caterpillar transformed into a butterfly, you ain't never seen that butterfly say, I want to go back, or have the ability to go back and reverse back into the caterpillar phase. It's always be what it is from that point on. You ain't never seen this is the year of the snake that has left their coating behind and they come back looking for it. Once they leave it, they can never reattach it to themselves again. And so at the same time, transformation is the goal. Because survival mode is not enough. I gotta go. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought. I am on assignment. Peace and blessings to every individual in the sound of my voice. Thank y'all over here on Facebook for chiming in, Sheila. I see you, Alexis. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. Like I said, survival mode is not enough. Transformation is the goal. I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. I said peace and blessings.